The pick six, it was big just because that, you know, like you said, they were going down the field, they were driving, they were converting on third downs, and you know that one play just changed the game and gave us that momentum, and then we never let up after that.
What did you see on the play? And just talk about making it, because it wasn't one that was thrown right at you.
Right.
You had to catch that with your hands.
Right. I mean, we was in cover two. You know, I had to drop back in the hooks. I read the quarterback. He gave the receiver a gesture. I broke on as soon as I saw that because I know he was getting the ball. And then I knew after that, I wasn't even looking at the ball. I knew I was going to catch it. And I was just going to the end zone. Wasn't nobody catching me.
Was there any frustration from the on the defensive side? They're just kind of moving down the field.
One thing I love about this defense is if there was any frustration, or in the games that we have played, if there's been any frustration, we have a great way of not showing it. We keep going out there and keep our heads. You know, we know at the end of the day we know what we have to do, and I feel like that's one thing that we did. We went out there, we knew what we had to do, and I just happened to be the one to come up with the big play, and it changed. And after that, we just sealed the game.
What about Telvin Smith? Filling in for Christian Jones, leading the team with tackles, just a great way to step in for a big guy like that.
That's a big step in the direction that he wants to go. Just because, like you said, one guy goes down, you never know what can happen. And then he stepped up and led the team in tackles, had 12, and had a sack. He showed he can go out there and produce and make those plays. So that was just big, and that was just terrific, just to see him as a younger player come up and, you know, basically this was his game, his coming out game, I feel like. And you definitely gonna see that guy a lot more, Telvin Smith.
And then just a bunch of other young guys be able to get in that game in the second half. Matthew Thomas, a couple of sacks. How important is it? Because, I mean, these are guys you're going to need later on.
Exactly. That's big. You know, when we get down in the season and it's gritty, and, you know, we need those young guys to get out there and step up. You know, they're going to, like you said, Matthew Thomas and Chris Casher, those guys coming off the edge. I saw even now got back there a few times and disrupted a little bit. So just for those guys to step up and say, I'm here, is just big and shows that we have depth.
Are you excited to now get back to the ACC play, go play BC, and start defending your crown? I
definitely am. You know, it's time. You know, I feel like, you know, we're chasing something, and this is the first step right here. Those games, they weren't just as important as these games, but at the same time, we got to go and step it up another notch.